I just saw a video from this channel on YouTube called The Branch. Very informative video on Samael. And it's some of the stuff in the video, like, it sucks that some people don't let you leave comments on their things. I understand, like, it's, you know, because of digital gang stalking and stuff. A lot of people like us get that, so it's like whatever. But yeah, it was a good video. That's weird. Not allowed to drive through the park, especially with a blacked out fucking van. Yeah, so he's saying that Samael, right, the real name of the main Satan, he is the principality over Rome, which I did not know that. Like, I knew Gog was the principality over Georgia, but I didn't know about that the great serpent is the principality over Rome. It makes sense because in Rome is where they have the giant cathedral in the shape of the serpent's face, and the sculpture of me meeting him in the center stage where the Pope speaks. Pope, yeah. So he's like speaking from the dragon's mouth, right? I hate that place. Like, I mean, you know, it's hard to say you hate something that you've never been to in real life. Like, I've never been to Rome, but I can tell you that I never want to go there. Yeah, that sculpture that's there, it's me. It's not who you think it is. Anyway, my point is that I met Samael. That's the serpent. That's the dragon. The face of the serpent inside the sun. That's him. That's that's his name. At least in whatever language that is. Hebrew, I think. You know, for like 20 years now, I've debated on what exactly that thing is. If it is the Father in heaven, or if it is the great dragon, right? Like, obviously it looks like a dragon-ish. It's, you know, hard for me to describe it to other people. It's like a dragon, it's like a serpent, it's like a reptilian. You can't really compare it to these concepts because it's like a fucking giant. It's like 100 kilometers tall, right? It's nothing like any creature that exists here. Everything here has a cap on its mass, right? This thing does not. It's a living creature that's nothing can compare to it. Anyway, I think because of this guy's video, I finally came to the conclusion that yes, that is exactly what that was, and for some reason he knew my name, you know, which I still am struggling with why it happened in the first place, if I'm not the reincarnated Christ. I mean, if I am, then it totally makes sense, right? But it's like most people in the world don't even believe that reincarnation's a thing, even though it's all throughout the Bible. It's just how you're reading it, right? And anybody who says that they're Christ come back, they're gonna look and sound like a crazy person anyway, right? It's not something that you tell people.
What if I told you that the name on the top of most Baphomet pentagrams was a declaration of the dragon's plan in the end of days when it comes to the mark of the beast? Just above the Baphomet image in the pentagram is Samael. This is a Hebrew name. Now remember, we're just going to go over an outline, and the first thing we need to talk about is who believes in this principality. Who believes in this fallen celestial being? Well, he is mentioned in the Talmud, the Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, Satanism, and many other branches of the occult. In the Midrashic texts, as well as the Book of Enoch, Part 1 and 2. And it goes on and on. Now, why did I mention that? Because I need you to understand, I'm not saying that this fallen being is mentioned in the Bible. But if he is that important to the high-ranking Luciferians, the children of Satan that answer directly to him, we should pay attention. Now, according to religious people, those, especially in the synagogue of Satan, there's disagreements on who he really is. Some believe he is the devil himself. Others believe he is another being with authority. But either way, let's talk about this, because you need to see this diabolical declaration and why his name was added to the Baphomet pentagram right before the birthing of the 20th century. Samael is known as the Great Serpent. Did you hear that? Those in the occult, those within the occult, in Jewish mysticism, say that he was in the very Garden of Eden. Are you hearing this? It is also said that he is the principality over Rome. Now this speaks volumes, because we see the serpent head where the Pope speaks from the mouth of the dragon. Yes or no? Do we not see the serpent and dragon worship very prominent within the Vatican? He is called the left hand. Isn't that interesting? Because the Almighty Son of God is the right hand of God the Father. He has also been given the title, the head of all demons, Satan's, the Prince of Rome. also mentioned during the Second Temple period, and immediately after its destruction. He is first mentioned in the book of Enoch, along with the Jewish Apocrypha. He's also mentioned in the Greek Apocalypse of Baruch, known to not only be in the midst of the Garden of Eden when Eve was deceived, but he was operating on a serpent speaking and deceiving her. He is called the elect and chosen of evil. He is known to be the accuser in the heavenly court and tempter to sin. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like somebody that is mentioned in the Word of God? Sounds exactly like the dragon. In fact, Samael is identified with Satan. In the Kabbalah, he is the severity of God, and also rumored in the occult to be the father of Cain. In the Zohar, he is mentioned as the serpent rider. So when you bring all this together, and even though he is not mentioned directly in the King James Bible, nor am I trying to introduce you to some strange doctrine, I am only showing you what these Luciferians, these children of the dragon, talk about behind their satanic walls, on many different branches within the tree of Mystery Babylon, whether it is Satanism, Kabbalah, Zohar, the Talmud, and the list goes on. They all speak of this being